Here hosting the next two games for you. Up next is Shantae's Risky's Revenge, and it seems like our runners and techs are ready, so let's give it up for Badkiara. Good luck, Kiara.
Thank you. So yeah, this is Shantae. If I can have a countdown, that would be pretty nice. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this is Shantae. The beginning is kind of boring. There's not much happening actually. Like we're just gonna fight a few. This is basically the prologue, so to say. Just kill a few enemies. So Shantae is a genie, or rather, a half genie. And for now, we're using our hair to attack, but we can also use magic. But we kind of have to learn that still. And what better way to learn magic than, you know, to buy it? Sadly, to buy it, we do need some gems, which these enemies drop. And our goal here is to get 50 gems at the start, if possible. Sadly, we didn't get it. Because we didn't get it, I have to do this magicless, which means that it's slightly slower at a few points. Most of the movement here will be done by dashing backwards, because, well, naturally it's faster. And there we go. So, as you can notice, we don't really take damage from swimming, but we can't really do much while in the water here. And the water is kind of useless, basically, for us. Alright, first up, this is Scuttletown, and we're going to see what the town's up to. And here we have the main thing of the game, the lamp, the magic lamp. And that's actually Risky. That's our final boss already. So Risky here steals the lamp, and naturally we have to earn it back somehow. This lamp is supposed to be very dangerous, and we don't know much about it just yet. But yeah, we're gonna have to earn it back. So to do that, we're gonna have to fight her right now. Risky is on a boat, which is kinda has a life on its own apparently. I don't really understand it, but yeah. So this is basically the first boss, but it's mostly pretty easy. It's always the same. He takes 3 hits. The barrels are always spawned the first time around. And then she shoots some cannons at us. Second phase, she just walks towards us and throws a barrel at us again. So yeah, there's not much to go wrong here. It's always the same.
Can I have a quick moment for a donation?
Sure, go ahead. This is the same anyway.
All right, we got a €10 donation from Xida saying, RDV, I do care about the US version. And this is probably referring to the donation incentive coming up at the end of the marathon, which is the US version versus Japanese version for Yoshi's Story, which is currently US version is €1 in the lead with €10 in comparison to the Japanese version for €9. So if you want to see the other version, definitely go do some donations.
All right, thank you, Zita, for the donation. So after beating Risky, we actually lose the fight because plot. And afterwards, the mayor comes up and says, hey, we don't need you here anymore. You're only causing trouble for us. So we're kind of banned from this town. And even though we're banned, we're still able to do stuff here. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, I'll deal with it. So yeah, first up we gotta save because, come on, that was a hard battle. No, the real reason we have to save is because otherwise the town's guard actually blocks you from leaving. God knows why, because once again we're kind of banned here, but hey, just take what you can get. Alright, so a little bit of story. The magic lamp can be used without 3 magic seals. So our goal here is to grab the magic seals before Risky gets to them. Except in this run we only get none of them. We actually don't get any of the magic seals here. But we do need one of the power-ups before we can actually beat the game. And again, backward dashing is faster, so yeah. Right. Welcome to Tangle Forest. In Tangle Forest we get to visit our first dungeon and only dungeon, as well as meet a couple of other characters. First up, we're going to meet Roddytops. Roddytops is a zombie, and for some reason, she found a lovely puppy. We found a puppy. So I hope everyone likes dogs because, well, we're going to get this dog back to its owner. So for those who couldn't figure it out, oh, wrong dash. That means our next step is to get the owner. And the owner is actually hidden a little bit further in the forest. Hold on, wrong way. These enemies are kind of annoying because they don't always move the same, so it could be easy to get hit by them. And remember, I don't have any magic. Normally would have a spike ball magic, which has basically a sort of barrier-like skill. Like, it doesn't block damage, but it does just hit anything around you. Alright, here's the first dungeon, but we can't enter yet. Because there's an octopus blocking it, or rather, not opening the door. And we need a tasty meal. So if you can put 2 and 2 together, that means the owner of the dog is also a chef. Oh, and I got hit. And the chef is gonna make us a tasty meal for the octopus. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, just work with me here, guys. Oh. She cries a little bit, and then they're like, hey, here, have the puppy back. Of course, to show her appreciation, she is making us a tasty meal for the octopus. Oh, well, for us, but we're gonna give it to the octopus.
It's such a cute doggo.
It's a very cute doggo. Goodbye, doggo. Okay, so I'm sorry. No dogs were harmed during this game. But the dog does, for some reason, drop 100 gems. And I kind of need some money for later. So yeah, sorry, doggo. You will be missed. Alright, now that we got the tasty meal, we can actually enter our first dungeon. Our first and only dungeon. Okay. This is the guy that was blocking it. So he smelled the tasty meal and like, hey, I want to have it, so here. Enjoy. And for some reason he runs away. Can you believe it? Like, that's just bad manners, right? But yeah. Octopus is gone, so we have to chase him, even though we'll never see him again in this run. Nope. That's some bad movement. Yeah, this dungeon is not too hard, but it does have a few tight jumps. And because I don't have any magic, it's actually gonna take a little longer. But this is just careful platforming. So our goal in this dungeon is to get the monkey dance, which is basically a magic to transform into a monkey. And monkeys are pretty agile and can jump higher, and they're not faster, but they can jump higher. I can hold on to blocks. Oh, that was a terrible jump. Some of these blocks can be broken, but not all of them. And those are the same blocks that the monkey can actually stand on. This guy could stop attacking me, that would be great. But this treasure chest has a key to unlock the door that we saw just slightly earlier. You don't need any text boxes. We're gonna skip all of that. There's the key. Next up is a, I guess, some kind of mini boss. It's just an enemy, really. Because of the shield, you can't hit him right in front, so you have to make sure you hit his face. Let's need to focus a little bit here. I wonder if I can make the cycle. I think I need magic for the cycle. Nice, got it. That was a good cycle. Right. Over here, we're just gonna drop down. All the way down. Break a block. There's not too much happening in this dungeon yet. Careful platforming here. Like, if you fall down, you don't actually instantly die. You just lose some HP. Oh, I procced this guy too early. Nice, double kill. Perfect. We need to spawn enemies here by hitting these blocks to make a certain pattern. And, well, it's actually a skull. Once you beat the enemies here, we can get another key for a different door. There we go. There's not much to this level. The dungeon is pretty simple in general. The only downside is all these forced enemies. There's some money actually. I'm playing kind of safe in terms of money because I want to make sure I can get the tricks. Otherwise, I'm kind of in trouble. Go over here. Yeah, falling down is only like half a heart of damage. Sadly, there's no thing such as death abuse in this game. Otherwise, I would have liked to use that. Alright, here's the next door. More of these knights. I don't think... Yeah. You might see them try to do an attack. That's the only attack I know right there. They just slam the sword on the ground and then send out a shockwave. But it's pretty easy to dodge. And if you do it right, you don't even get to see it. Oh, can't make it. I was gonna be careful here because you can easily fall down and then lose a lot of time. Oh, no, I missed it. Oh, that's kind of bad. Okay. Make sure to make this jump. Falling down really does cost a lot of time to get back up. Alright, over here we can get the monkey dance. Now, what is the monkey dance? I did say you could transform into a monkey, but is it really that simple? Well, yeah, it is. There's really not much to it. There we are. This is Shantae as a monkey. Yeah. We're gonna be using her monkey form a few times to get over certain spots and actually do a skip. It's also the only way to climb up this place. Oh. Oh. That was kind of awkward. I never knew about these blocks here, that they were hidden until I learned to speedrun. It's kind of funny, actually. Like, it's not actually that common to find, I think. Alright, that was the first dungeon, and the only one. So you may have noticed we didn't get any of the magic seals, despite kind of being the whole point of the game. And that's because with the monkey dance, we can go back to the beginning where we found the egg, and... well, there's actually a cave there as well. And in that cave, you can actually do a fun little skip that I'll hopefully won't mess up too much. First off, we have to get back through this lilac fields. And sadly, there's enemies spawning. I'm not quite sure how the enemies decide to spawn, because sometimes I have no enemies at all, and otherwise times there's like way too many. So I just deal with whatever I get and then hope for the best. Right. So, I need magic, which I mentioned before, but magic you get with 50 gems are not the same as the ones we're getting now. Because for the trick we need fire magic, as well as a lot of pots, health and mana pots. So, we get magic. Oh. Yeah, they're kind of bad menuing, but it's whatever. So right there I bought 9 pots. For health, I bought a fireball spell, as well as 3 or 4 magic pots. I hope I don't need to use any of the magic pots, but if I do, then at least I'll have them. We couldn't get up here before. Now we can, because we are Monkey. Monkey Shantae is adorable, but you kind of have to navigate. Don't do that. Dying is not good. Okay. I'm kind of... Okay, there we go. That kind of messed up the cycle. Alright, this is kind of annoying, but over here we can kind of glitch into the wall a little bit and then jump off of it. But it's kind of hard to do. So, hoping to focus. I'm not really getting it, sadly. And this is why I got the magic pots, just in case. I'm not really getting the opportunities either. Oh man. Come on. There we go. Second part. We're not done yet, guys. Okay. Over here we're gonna do a wrong warp, so by dashing and hold on. There's audio cue, so alright. There we go, that's the wrong warp. So by dashing and attack at the same time, we kind of just move forward or move backward a very large distance. And I don't know why it works, but by falling down and doing a few more dashes, we get to the end game part. So this is the final dungeon already, without any magic seals. Just kind of weird, if you think about it. Oh. I don't need magic. Yeah. Over here we meet a lot of guys we haven't met yet, but hey, whatever. This is the final boss already. Roddy Tops is sad because she got deceived, but hey, who cares? She gave us a puppy. Hey look, there's some magic seals, even though we never got them. There's actually an option to give them or not, but in the end you always have to give them to her to save our lovely uncle. And we're once again fighting our lovely friend Risky. Let me switch back to health helps. Alright. This is a new attack. He shoots an anchor at us, and as well as bombs. And that's his only new attack, actually. Aside from that, same as before. We hope for barrels. We need to hit her 4 times this time around. And just like with the first boss, there's really not too much to it. Like, she summons a few enemies, but we just insta-kill them, so it doesn't really matter. This fight is partly RNG, but it's kind of telegraphed anyway. Like, it's never gonna happen that she's not gonna use the barrels 3 times in a row or something. Yeah, this battle isn't too hard. In the meantime, I guess I'll explain the next fight. So, this is basically the final boss, but at the same time it's not, because there's one more boss after this. But we aren't supposed to know that, but hey, whatever. So, the boss after this can be beaten in 10 seconds or in 5 minutes. So the cause for that is because we have to abuse a trick, which means getting hit at the same time as we deal damage. If that works, if you time it right, which is frame perfect, then you insta-kill the boss, and which is also the same moment that time happens, so that's gonna be kind of hectic to throw out. Oh, good RNG right there. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get the trick pretty quickly, but it might take a little while. Also, Risky is supposed to stand there, but whatever. She glitched out. The magic lamp is actually used to steal our genie powers, so we can't use our monkey dance anymore. In the meantime, this is the elephant form. All of these forms are basically the same thing that we could have done if we got all the dances. Time. I'm sorry. That was first try. I didn't expect to get it that early. Yeah, that was frame perfect with a visual cube, but that went a lot quicker than I expected it. So, sorry for the sudden time. Well, that was it for me. So, thanks for watching. And that's it.
All right, thank you, Kiara, for showing off that amazing game.